Legend League, a very sought after achievement for most clashers. I can remember the hype from hitting it for my first time. But over the years, players have started to dislike Legend League quite a bit. And in today's video, I'm going to take a deep dive into why players started to dread hitting Legend League, why the gameplay and attacks feel so stale, and some potential fixes, in my opinion, to get players more competitive and hyped over it again. Enjoy the video. Also, please like and subscribe. Thank you. I'm gonna start this video off by saying this is all my opinion and you guys have a right to your own in my comment section. Just don't get too violent, okay? We're gonna start at the beginning when Legend League was first added in July 2015. And when it was added, it pretty much acted the same way. You basically just kept grinding multiplayer. People climb the ranks and try to get that top spot on the global leaderboard. And it was like this for 4 or 5 years before they finally changed it to 8 attacks per day in May 2020. And on release of this, everybody was excited. Everybody was totally jazzed. They saw it as consistent loot, competitive playstyle, but since then, nothing else has changed. Sure, there were new war bases being made, but people started to see the exact same bases, and it got extremely repetitive. As a whole, Legend League, in its current state, does what it's supposed to do. It gives a field for people to compete at a higher level than usual, and also gives you consistent rewards for those hardcore clashers who play the game a whole lot. But there are a few issues with Legend League, in my opinion, and some others have spoke up about it, mainly on Reddit. But this has been talked about a whole lot. Accidentally signing up for Legends League, it's horrible, okay? There's not much else I gotta say about it. But don't worry, that's not my only reason I made this video. I got a whole list right now. Moving on to the next section, the stale meta. Once you're at the top, the gameplay can feel very repetitive. The same strategies, base designs, and attacks are used by most players. Usually this is Root Rider spam, Mass Electro Dragons, Mass Dragons, Electro Titan Smash, literally all the just sickening, no skill armies. This leaves no room for experimentation or fresh strategies because, to put it plainly, they're not going to perform as well. You have to use the most broken and skill-less strategies to perform well in Legend League, and that's why I feel like it doesn't truly depict how good of a player you are. And this can often lead to burnout for most players grinding the game because there's not that much reward for pushing in high trophies. Maybe bragging rights to your clan, but that segues into the next section that I want to talk about, is that there's not too much reward for it, if you know what I'm saying. Like, I get it. I think it's 600 to 700,000 golden elixir per attack on top of the little bonus you get for 3-starring. And while that's good, I feel like if you're a casual farmer, you're not quite maxed and you're trying to get your walls up, you can't stay in Legend League if you want to get your stuff done. So my recommendation is kind of just stay in a lower league until you can really compete with the higher level people in Legends. Because overall, you're going to make more progress by farming all that loot and getting all your stuff done, especially at those higher town halls, where literally one upgrade is your full storage. It's just impossible to get your builders down while you're in Legend League. So I feel like it's really only up there for maxed accounts. And that's pretty much, you know, what happens. Which segues into my next topic, okay? The matchmaking is horrible. I don't even think there is like a town hall based matchmaking. So if you're in Legend League and you're like at town hall 13, town hall 14, you pushed your way up, you're gonna get drowned out and kicked out of Legend League in literally the first few days if you don't sweat. It's just not fair, and it's not rewarding enough to push when you know you're gonna get kicked out if you're a lower town hall. So I definitely feel like they should do some sort of town hall based matchmaking to like balance it out, because it's literally not fair for the lower town halls. And in my opinion, there's no real endgame content for reaching Legends League. You don't get any gems. You don't get any cool magic items. You don't get heaps of loot. I said it once, I'll say it again. It's literally just doing it for bragging rights. But I have to give credit where credit is due. You do get the most amount of auras from your star bonus inside of Legend League, so it is worth grinding, I guess. But if you don't want to be in Legends League, dropping out is hard, and you have to wait like a day or two before you can even get out of there, which is a nightmare for if you accidentally fat fingered the sign up button and then you're cooked. But for those who want to stay in, it's so easy to get burnt out. I've been in Legend League. It literally burnt me out doing those 8 attacks every single day. Like, the average clasher cannot do 8 attacks in a day, and they'll just get booted out as well. I've gone over a few points in this video, so I just want to summarize, and me as a YouTuber would have fixed them. So, just to list them off: decreased rewards for your effort, you know, you can't do sneaky gob farming. There's no real endgame content. You can't farm endless loot within a day because you're only limited to those 8 attacks. Dropping out takes a while. Burnout from constant attacks, and the same stale meta base designs and attack strategies. And now for the suggested fixes, in my opinion. Again, one of my first suggested fixes is increasing the loot to compensate farmers. I feel like this is a very big thing for the casual players and the people who grind, because you just simply can't get enough loot in a short enough time. You're not allowed to use sneaky goblins without getting kicked out. Farming is extremely hard, so I definitely think jacking up the amount of loot would be very beneficial. I don't know if you guys have looked at bases recently, but they upped the amount you can steal from storages, and that doesn't apply to Legend League. So I've been seeing 2 million, 1.5 million raids left and right, and then in Legend League you get like 1 million per attack. It's kind of sad. I can only imagine how hard it is to farm and grind walls in a Legend League. I don't even, dude. Alright, I'm gonna move on to my next fix. Okay, and it is using legend trophies for magic items? Question mark. I know you guys know about legend trophies. They sit on your profile and they don't do anything. So this is suggested by me because I'm a total Einstein, okay? Imagine if there was some sort of reward system in place to purchase magic items, just like we have with raid medals. This would open up a whole lot of competitive people trying to rush their way up, staying in Legend League for those extra magic items they can get. And in my opinion, would just make the whole trophy pushing very, very competitive and more of an achievement than it is now. So I definitely think just in general, rewarding people more for their effort of pushing up is very much warranted, because right now it's extremely sad. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. And final one I wanted to talk about is town hall level based matchmaking. I think I mentioned this earlier. I'm not gonna go in depth again, but just to list them: increase loot to compensate farmers, legend trophies in exchange for magic items, and town hall level based matchmaking, I feel would be a huge fix and really boost the competition of Clash of Clans back to what it was formerly. But again, this is all my opinion, and you guys can let me know if I missed anything, or if you have another fix, let me know in the comments. But thank you everybody so much for watching. It would mean the world to me if you guys liked and subscribed. And also, be easy on me in the comments. I don't want to be reading enraged Clash of Clanners. Okay, I'm sorry. But yeah, have a great rest of your day or night. Bye bye.